best chances will be off to the east into the Sierra in particular. Temperatures for tonight are dropping down in the low 70s for the valley. So still quite mild with those temperatures. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, kind of hovering in the upper 90s, about 100 degrees for Redding, upper 90s for Red Bluff, and in the mid to upper 90s for places like Chico. And again, maybe a passing sprinkle or light shower today, and maybe even tomorrow. But I do think we'll be back to normal hot and dry conditions after that. Better chances for thunderstorms today and tomorrow for Trinity County, although some of the inland areas not out of the question to see some activity as well. As I mentioned, it's mainly the mountains. We got the chance for showers and thunderstorms today, tomorrow, and then it looks like the monsoonal moisture, the tropical moisture, it is going to be out of here by the end of the week. Take a look at some of the latest fires we do have over Northern California. Of course, the one of biggest concern, at least near the Redding area and northeast of Bella Vista. All the evacuation orders have been downgraded to evacuation warnings here this morning. 502 acres at 45% containment. The 3-1 pit fire at 95% containment. We take you out to the Loomis fire where we've got 80% containment. So some of these fires that have been around for about a week or so, we're starting to see the firefighters get some progress on these. And the 3-6 wagon fire, by the way, the forward progress has been stopped on that one at 30% containment. The Twain fire is at 276 acres and 95% containment. The Elephant fire is at 92% containment, now at just under 14,000 acres. The Biscar fire, another one of the bigger ones and more, doesn't look like we're going to see much smoke coming out of that one. Now, we look at the severe weather outlook. That's the chance for thunderstorms for today and tomorrow. That also is going to mean the potential, unfortunately, for dry lightning strikes when we are talking about that fire danger. So that's something we'll be watching very closely. Of course, I gave you all the latest on the fires, fire weather data. You can always get the latest information on the fires as you just go to weathernorcal.com, click on where it says fire danger, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's get you into your deeper dive forecast for your Tuesday, July 21st. Tropical air is in place through Wednesday. You're going to feel it more muggy today and even tomorrow, but a chance for thunderstorms as a result, mainly in the mountains. I don't anticipate any thunderstorms for the valley. Back to normal by Thursday, meaning hot and dry. And could we be looking at the potential for some bigger heat by early August? Well, that's what I'm seeing in the long-range forecast models, but nothing guaranteed at this point. So again, you can see the main batch of clouds associated with the remnants from Tropical Storm Elida. It's been really weakening as it hits those colder Pacific Ocean waters. But we still have the moisture in place, the tropical moisture in place from Elida. Also, a bit of monsoonal moisture is working its way in from the desert Southwest as well. So a combination of the two is really going to be that moisture source. But again, it's going to really weaken as it kind of moves its way northward into those colder waters. So there you can see by tomorrow, just an area of low pressure. But the overall rain that's associated with it stays off to our west. It's not going to necessarily produce any rainfall for us. But what it will do is give us that moisture. But by the time we do get into Thursday, Friday, through the weekend, that monsoonal moisture, the tropical moisture, it's out of here. And you'll notice we've got these storm systems over the Gulf of Alaska riding over Canada. What that's doing is preventing the bigger heat from the desert Southwest, from that high pressure system that you see there, from moving in. And that's the reason why our temperatures are really just staying right around normal for this time of year, which, don't get me wrong, is still hot, especially in the valley, which normal is about 100 degrees. But you can see a lot of the oranges, reds, and yellows in there. That's the moisture that's in place here for today and even tomorrow. But you'll notice tomorrow, we're seeing more in the way of the greens and then blues and browns in there, which basically indicate the much drier air that'll be moving in by Thursday, Friday through the weekend. So as I mentioned, more moisture today and tomorrow, but your typical hot and dry conditions by the end of the week. And as mentioned, the Storm Prediction Center for pretty much the mountains is including the chance for thunderstorms today and tomorrow. It does include the valley tomorrow, but like I said, I don't anticipate any thunderstorms for the valley today or tomorrow, but there may still be a few sprinkles and light showers in the valley. There you can see Futurecast showing most of the mountains, seeing that potential for these thunderstorms. And you'll notice they look to be a little bit more widespread, look to be a little bit more intense, which means some of these thunderstorms may produce some heavy rainfall. Now, as we go into Wednesday, we're losing some of that energy, but still a chance for thunderstorms, especially in Siskiyou and Modoc and even Lassen counties. Then by Thursday and Friday, yeah, less cloud cover, more sunshine, hot and dry conditions will return. Do want to mention that there is a flood watch basically for the Tahoe region. So in the northern Sierra and of course eastward going into Nevada. So some of these storms that do develop are going to be slow moving storm systems. And if they've got heavy rainfall associated with them, some of the local creeks and streams in the area will most likely see the potential for some flooding but it all depends on where those thunderstorms do develop in those areas. But bottom line, that's something that's worth watching as well. But we take a look at the temperatures. The normal high in Redding is 101 degrees. We are going to be around that, upper 90s to just a little over 100 degrees for the next 7 to 10 days. No big changes. No big changes in those lake levels either. They are still seeing the typical drop that we are seeing this time of the year, but still 100% dense fog, though, especially in the morning. But most of that should burn off here later on in the day. Here's a look at your neighborhood forecast, sponsored by Dignity Health and Grange Co-op. All right, taking a look at Trinity Center. You've got Trinity County, that is. Temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. I've got lightning strikes there for both today and tomorrow. I think the better chances will be today. Slimmer chances for Trinity County for tomorrow. For the North Coast, mainly dry, minus some drizzle, maybe a passing sprinkle here and there. Temperatures in the low to mid 90s for your daytime highs. For the inland areas, I've also got you dry. Now, some of the extreme eastern areas of Del Norte and northeastern Humboldt County may get caught up in a shower or thunderstorm, so do take note of that. Willow Creek, Hoopa, Orleans, for example, maybe that chance, but otherwise, I think most of Del Norte and Humboldt counties will steer clear of those thunderstorms. However, Siskiyou County, not the case. Today and tomorrow, you've got that potential, but by Thursday, that moves out. That's also the case for Modoc County. Temperatures in the upper 80s for today, but low 90s by tomorrow. Eastern Mountains, you've got a chance for thunderstorms today and tomorrow as well. Drying out, your typical summer heat and dry conditions returning by the end of the week. Taking a look at the valley, keeping it dry, little less cloud cover than yesterday. I still think there will be a chance for a stray sprinkle or a light shower, not only today, but maybe even tomorrow as well. That includes Chico. Temperatures mid to upper 90s for the next 7 days. Here's a look at the north end of the valley. Yeah, a little bit warmer. We actually are going to see most likely some triple-digit heat with highs around 100 degrees. And looking at your 7-day forecast for Redding, temperatures around 100 degrees, a slight dip on Thursday. As mentioned, maybe a slight sprinkle, chance for a sprinkle or a light shower, but that should be the extent of it. That's your morning update. I'll be back again at noon for the latest check of your weather. Have a great morning.
Barr & Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.
BSA2 HICAP and Senior Medicare Patrol are teaming up to help you fight fraud. Join us for a free community shred event on Saturday, July 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Hartnell Avenue in Reading. Drive through and bring one banker's box of old bills, Medicare statements, or sensitive documents, and we'll shred them on site. Scammers use your old email to steal your identity and money. Shredding is quick and could save you hours of stress. Protect yourself. Shred it with HICAP on July 18th, 9 to 1 p.m.
From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Trinity County Neighborhood Forecast. Your North Coast Neighborhood Forecast is brought to you by Dignity Health.